Hello, we're doing another audio check. Sorry guys for the delay. I'm using a different streaming software or a different method of streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So I'm trying to see if it works. But yeah. And thank you for renewing the membership, Drayden. Shout out to you for being a YouTube member. YouTube members get exclusive access to my private Discord. So you get to see all the crease patterns early and some benefits, and you can chat with me and get help. And there's some really cool people in that Discord. So if that interests you, definitely go check that out. Um, and it supports the channel, so I can do more cool things like these streams. Okay, I think that means the audio is working. Fuyo. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Okay, I think we're doing okay here. I think the audio is good. Okay, I'm just need to reset my camera. Alrighty, let's test some things. Will you be showing how to make shirts for origami humans? Not today. Maybe in the design portion if we get to that. This needs to be higher. Oops. Or maybe this needs to be smaller. Let's see if this works. Face and border. That's me. Camera. There we go. Weird. Okay, it switched all my stuff. Okay. Is this working? Hello. Let's get this out of the way. Camera's a little tilted. There you go. Now it's just my keyboard that's tilted. Hello. Oh, what's up, Dex? You set an alarm? Oh, snap, dude. It is early for you. That it's like what, 5? Thanks for joining in, bro. That's lit. Okay, so for anyone who is curious, the stream schedule is right over here. So that's what we're gonna plan to do. It might change a little bit, because in the last stream, which was 4 hours ago, I actually very quickly designed the 14 grid version, and I kind of want to fold it. So we might do that instead of the shaping, but I also do want to shape. It's just I had to make paper and it just dried, so I still have to cut it out. But I'll tell you guys the grids. I don't think I'm going to go over how to do the grids. I'm just going to do them very quickly so we can do some test folds. But let me show you what these crease patterns look like so that you can kind of start getting ready while I finish setting up. Okay, I think this, and then show this. And then I also want to show, we will get to the Discord, because a lot of people actually were able to fold with the fold along. So I want to showcase some of that. So we're going to do that as well. And overall, this should be a really fun stream. So thanks for coming in. Sorry for a little bit of scuff, but should be good in just a little bit once I reset all my scenes. Okay, we're going to try this one now. So I'll put the crease pattern back. I'm going to see if this jumps to the correct Discord thing. Oh, just in time to watch the replay first. Oh, what's up? F22, good morning. Oh, you folded it as well. Okay, yeah, so we're going to take a look at these. Let me move Streamlabs. So we're on Streamlabs instead of Restream. So previously we were at Restream, so you might have seen that like Restream bot. Now we're on Streamlabs. My only concern is I don't know if it's gonna display the. Can it display the multi-stream chat? Maybe. Okay, we're gonna try. I don't know if this is working, but I'm hoping it is. Oh, weird. It's not working. Read only. Why can't I see it? How strange. Okay. Okay. If people are on Twitch, I'll try to see it somehow. But YouTube, you guys are gonna be the priority. I got y'all. Um. Oh, yo, what's up, Shangnara? Hello, hello. Yo, what's up? Uh, is this gonna be a VOD? Yes, this will be saved. So don't worry about. There's that, so you guys can see that, and then this. Cool. Okay, so it's working pretty well. So okay, let me show you the crease patterns first. So if you want to start, you can go ahead. We'll probably go even faster here because I don't really want to teach the grids again. If you want to see how we did the 18 grid, you can watch the first stream at like 2 times speed while I get ready. And then if you want to learn how to do a 14 grid, then I'm going to show you right now. So for 14 grid, okay, there's probably a better way to do a 14 grid, but this will work in theory. Okay, so let me do, this is the middle. Okay. Let me set this up for y'all and then we'll get going. Okay, so this should be a third. Doesn't like that. What's the common denominator between 7 and oh, it doesn't like this. Okay, hold on. Let me try to replace this on a grid that it does like. Or wait, I can draw a perpendicular line, right? Okay. This to here. Ah, there you go. Okay, and then extend. Ah, okay. So that's our third. So then from a third, we want a sixth. So it's like this. And then from the sixths, we do like this. And that gives us a seventh. Okay, so these are the references for the top one is 7, and then the bottom one's 9. I think the 9 grid is actually easier than the 7 grid. I think there's a better way to do 7, but yeah, I'll let you guys cook for a little bit while I finish setting up, and then we'll get to it. So if you want to try folding these, either fold the 14 grid or fold the 9 grid, and then turn it into an 18 grid, and with the 7, fold it into a 14 grid. What's up, Bodo? 14, connect one more corner. Connect 1/4 and 3/4. Okay, let's try that. Okay, Bodo is like the mastermind of this stuff. Okay, so through a corner and 3/4. So that's 3/4, and connect a corner to it. And that gives you this one. Ah, okay. And then from there, you can get the rest of them by just folding to itself a bunch of times. Okay, that's thank you, Bodo. That's way better. That's so much better. Okay. So okay, there you go. There's probably something similar for 9 as well, right, Bodo? But at least I think with 9s, as long as you have the edge one, you just fold it at like an 8 grid. But there also might be a better way to do that. Okay. Um Shangnara will try to oh yo, thanks Shangnara for renewing your membership as well. Big shout out to y'all. Yeah, I think Shangnara, you've been a member previously for a while. I'm sure you found it very worth it. I think that Discord's pretty lit, right? I think there's some great conversations, some great content in there. And I've also seen some great stuff from you that you've contributed. That's good. Okay, your message is good. Oh, okay, I use almost okay. Sick. What time is it at my place? Well, if you look at the stream schedule, which the picture might be a little too small, um, what time does this stream start? I know I'm blocking the thing for you. Oh, yo, Shangnara has become yeah. Oh, okay. So this thanks for testing this. I wanted to see if the alert box would work, and it does. Thank you, Shangnara, for becoming a member. It's my man. 2 a.m. So it's 2 a.m. my time. And let me move the chat box higher, like this, and then the stream schedule back. Yeah, so this is like for those who just came in, this I'm using a different software to multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I am trying to see if I like it better or not. I so far I don't know yet. Like the chat is worse, but the added features are better. Like the alert boxes work better, and then the overall interface is a little bit easier. But yeah, we'll see. Um, and then basically it's like which one do I pay for? So between the two, I get like 1 month. The app name, this is Streamlabs OBS. The other one was Restream, and then I was using just plain OBS with Restream. Can you make it louder? Because my you can make it louder on your end. I think I don't want to peak. I'm pretty close to the microphone. If it's quiet for everyone else, let me know and I'll adjust it. But I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna take off my headphones too, so then I can talk at a normal level. And okay, so why don't y'all start cooking with those grids? I'm gonna go cut my square really quick, as well as get another sheet so we can try out this 14 grid stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. back. All right, everyone. Let's get started with the stream. Thank you for watching. I know, okay, it was a little bit rough as a delay. 2 a.m. Yeah. The previous streams have all been 2 a.m. And for those who've been watching my Twitch streams for a long time, you used to know sometimes I started at like 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Went all the way till it was daytime. I live streamed the Giant Samurai back in the day, and I think like you literally got to see the sunrise. Shout out to Branko who watched most of that stream with me and literally watched the sunrise out my apartment window as I was folding that. That was a crazy one. Yeah, I haven't done anything like that in a while, but 2 a.m. is like, that's easy compared to that. All right, so first things first, hopefully everyone, you can take a screenshot of these crease patterns and the references. Honestly, the references are super useful. I am just going to show you that I have this paper. This is like a 35 GSM 13 centimeter square of Wenjo. Got this off AliExpress for like $2 for the entire roll. So it's great, but it's a smaller Wenjo. So like this is about the largest square I can possibly make. So 13 inches is, I think, like 32 centimeters. I don't know, something around there. Something, yeah, 10 inches, 25. So 13 inch, 25 plus 7.5, like 32.5. Yeah, something like, I think it, oh, wow. Okay. Conversions. Let's go. Yeah, the app name for the crease patterns is OriEdit or OriEdita, like Steve mentioned. Bodo, you are a mod, so I believe you are able to post links. Do you mind dropping the link for OriEdit in the chat? Because a lot of people are going to be asking for it this stream. So I think might as well just pin it. I don't know if you can pin it, but if you post it, I think I can pin you. Am I making the 14 grid head up? Yeah, so this is either going to be the 14 or the 18, the white paper. Most likely the white paper is going to be the 18 because I don't think the 14 is going to have the proportions I want for the project I'm doing with these Wenjo papers, but I at least want to see what it looks like. So we're going to use the foil again because foil's great, right? Look at that mod power. Okay, I think from here it should let me mod or pin it from this chat. Except the stupid emoji things are in the way. Okay. I can't pin it. Okay, I should be able to if the emoji things go away. Okay, someone else send some chat messages so it moves out of the way of the cursor. There's like an emoji thing in the bottom right. Can I move this? Oh, I can't even move it myself. Okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Okay, it's pinned. That is bad UI for on YouTube's end. Is it mulberry paper? So Wenjo is a type of mulberry paper, but it's produced a little bit differently. So it's very characteristic to have this kind of pattern of like I don't know if you can see it, but there's like little textures that are in lines. Very common for it to have that. Okay, but this is going to be our 7 grid. So before we get into that though, let me show you the other ones. Okay, so this is what we folded during the stream. I used the foil and it turned out pretty nice. These were my initial tests. So if you do fold this and you want to know what paper size to use, if you're using 15 centimeter, it becomes about this big. or this big. And if you use something, I think this is 30 centimeters, it'll come out to be around this size. And the larger it is, the more shaping you can do to it, like this knee. But it's kind of cute when it's small. Then you don't have to worry about details. The good Wenjo doesn't have any stripes. Yeah, true. The rumored good Wenjo doesn't have any stripes. um, yeah, this Wenjo I got is probably one of the cheapest I've ever bought. Like $2 for an entire roll. It's crazy. But yeah, what's special about this design is because it's with the 18 grid, and I mentioned this in the previous stream. What happens is, and this happens with, I think, any grid where the first time you divide it by 2, you get an odd number. So in this case, 18 divided by 2 is 9. Then if you are doing like an axial box plate and the axis is, say, this white side up. Oh, this chat is like running way too high. What happened there? It just displayed all the emojis instead of talked. Okay, let me put my face camera in front of the chat, and then that should fix everything. Okay, there we go. Sorry, back on my tangent. Since if the division is odd, so in this case it's 9, then what happens is on the edges, when the axis starts as mountain, the edge folds will be valley in your grid, and that naturally color changes it to the other side. And so if we take a look at the crease pattern again, in my crease pattern class, I mentioned, it didn't change. What? There you go. Now it changed. Okay. I mentioned that most crease patterns will start with a mountain fold on the edge of your grid. So that way you can like accordion grid normally. In this case, if you'll notice, you accordion grid the white side or color side that has mountain folds in the axis, the center, will have valley folds on the edge. So it might trip you up a little bit because of this nature, but because we're doing this, we can get some easy color change. And that's why we're also dropping down to a 14 grid for the same reason of it's a 7 grid when you divide by 2. And we should get the same color change. As you can see in this crease pattern, the edges are valleys, but the central axis is still the mountain. So if this is a white side up, then the legs and everything will be color, but the face and body will be white. So a very interesting property just with the grid alone. And we're going to see if it looks cool enough to potentially teach at Origami USA convention. Here it's 10 to 17 euros per roll, which is considerably cheap, which is true. Like, cause it's like, one roll is like a 1 by 10 meter, right? Or like 90 centimeter by 10 meters. So per sheet itself, it's like 1.5 euros per origami, which is pretty cheap if you think about it for nice papers. Like pre-cut mulberries and stuff are like 2 or 3 euros per sheet. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, 2 euros or $2, which is like 1.5 euros for an entire roll. That's crazy. Can you graft some structural pleats on torso? Maybe. I mean, you can graft structural pleats on anything, right? So in theory, yeah, but we're we're trying to get a teachable model within a limited amount of time for a class. So the simpler the better. And I know for a lot of you, it might not seem that crazy, but grids are very hard for some people at origami conventions because it could be their first time folding. You just don't know. So oftentimes you want to make sure it's as doable as possible. And then whatever the time is that like I could fold it myself, if you triple that amount of time, that's generally how it's going to be to teach it. So yeah, classes work a lot differently than folding yourself or even like a tutorial. But good question. Man, can you give me advice for folding a 9-foot tall paper? It's go slow, stretch a lot. Your knees will start to hurt for a while. and then put supports inside the model when you're folding it. But if you want to watch, you can get some friends. Maybe have your friends help, because at the origami conventions, those papers, the giant folding is with 9-foot paper, so you can kind of see how we work. Just make them do a region grid. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Okay, so I hope you guys got to see that enough. I want to go over to Discord, which is here, and take a look at some of the folds that people have done from the first stream. So if you didn't catch the first stream, no worries. Again, I'm streaming twice in one day, technically. Technically, it's over 2 days. This is yesterday, as in 4 hours ago. But that way I can encompass a lot of time zones. So we had some finally for the Americans. And then now this stream is for the rest of y'all who are used to this kind of stream. But in that stream, we just did a fold along. So I went pretty quickly. I didn't exactly teach and I didn't wait for people, but we have some folders that were successfully able to make it. And we had some that a little bit afterwards, or if they started late, they were able to complete it from the recording. So here we have Reza. And Reza did with a blue foil. This is really nice. He actually like did some nice curved shaping and shaped it like pretty clean just by folding stuff in half. So it's a very simple shaping job, but it's kind of effective, and it just works well with the simplicity of the model. Very nice. Same thing here from, and let's disable streamer mode. This is from Hershey. I think Hershey gave a prime sub, so shout out to Hershey back in the first stream. Another one with foil, really cute. We have Soren. Soren did so it looks like there's a little rip here, but I think Soren was trying to mess around with the shaping quite a bit. There's some details for the hands that have both of the color change, so utilizing even just the gold for some finger details, and then like the white maybe for like a mitten or something, or some kind of hand clothing to color change. But unique take here. We have Star Hoshi here with just regular kami. So regular kami was totally fine to use. Here's the back structure. You can kind of see how it works. So even though it wasn't foil, it still kind of stays, because there's like sort of a lock, not really, but worked well enough. And then here we have F22, who finished the fold right before this stream, I believe. So here you can actually see like there's no shaping yet in the legs, but this is what happens when you collapse. You get the white torso and then the color change on the other side naturally. So that's pretty fun. Now on the other stream, we also went over Starboard real quick. I think we're going to skip that portion for today's stream, but if you want to check it out, I'm just going to scan through really quick, because there's some really cool Starboard folds that I talked about in the first stream. Give a little shout out to. And they're all really unique. So I think up until here, this is where we were last week, but we have some really creative stuff going on onwards. Another Kimiro bug, another clean Joseph Wong design, new book, and a Mayu fold, which Mayu is insane at folding and shaping, stuff like that. Ryujin and some death battle stuff. So go ahead, take a look at that. If you're not into Discord yet, the link will be somewhere later. But we're going to get on to, I think, the main content of today, because that's what y'all are here for. And we shall head on over. So did everyone get a chance to at least screenshot the crease patterns? If not, I'll put them back up shortly, but I'm going to start on my grid and just be looking at chat and answering your questions. 6,000 rupees for, oh goodness, for Wenjo, 66 euros for a roll, or 6,000 rupees. That's crazy. Well, yeah, the nice thing is you don't need Wenjo. You can just use double tissue. You know, it's totally fine. There's no need to actually use Wenjo over double tissue most of the time. It's more of a like a preference, or because you can, or because you want to try it. But yeah, that's crazy that it's that expensive. Can you find MC in stationery shops? Probably not. I don't know where you live, but I have a skill issue webpage that you can input your region of where you live, and there might be an MC link. Now, if you're anywhere in North America, South America, or Europe, then it'll be very easy for you to access. If you are in other regions of the world, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but maybe if it has Amazon, then you can find it there. Hong Kong, you'll easily be able to find it. At least CMC, carboxyl methylcellulose. It should just be a Google search, but I wouldn't expect a regular stationery shop to have it. But it should be pretty easily accessible. There's a lot of Hong Kong origami, I think. Like Matthew Wong, he's a Hong Kong based origami folder, and he definitely uses MC or some sort of glue with his folding. So, yeah. I'm out of coffee. Okay, I'm midstream. I might have to get more water. I'm like running out, but we're gonna start this 7 grid. Yeah, didn't have time for like, yeah, no problem. You can work on that while I do my grid. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible. So I can just do the fold in halves because we're folding a 14 grid, and then we'll get to trying to fold this. Now, what'll be fun is this is my first time folding this, so who knows how it'll turn out. You kind of get to see, what a test fold live looks like. And then if I really messed up badly. Okay, so this way. And then I pinch right under the half. Somewhere around there. And then if I do this, it should give me a 7th. I believe this is our 7th. And it looks like it already just from the gap here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, which this should be 3, and then this other side should be 4, and then we would have 7. From here, I can just fold in half and fold this section into fourths, and then that'll let me line. That'll give me some references to fold the rest of it. But actually, before I do this, I should probably fold the other way, just so that reference doesn't get lost in other creases. Shagnar, can you show the crease pattern again, please? Yes, absolutely. So there you go. Oh, that's Discord. This is the crease pattern. Oh, that's my screen. Okay, there you go. All right, hope that helps. Okay, so we have the other side, and then now we can resume our 7ths. How many of you all are working on your grids or have completed your grids already? This isn't exactly meant to be a fold along, but if we have enough people folding along, that's kind of cool. Where can I find your Discord? I wish I could pin 2 messages. Let me create a link. This invite link will, oh, you can see Discord again. So let me send this over. There you go. And I can go to here. And boom. Dex is collapsing the 18 grid right now. Nice. So you're doing good. You're ahead of the curve for sure. Okay, and then here we can just collapse with references like this. Or not collapse, but fold the rest of the 7ths. And that is pretty easy. It's a lot better than what we were originally going to do. So shout out to Bodo for that tech. And then also the Discord link, I forgot to mention, but you have to be over the age of 13 to join. So if you are not over the age of 13, please wait to join until you are, because it is against the Discord terms of service and we will have to ban you. And you don't want to be banned from this Discord. So if you're not 13 yet, it's okay. Just wait a little bit until you're 13 and then try joining again. It will still be around. So no worries there. Okay, so I think that's enough time with the crease pattern. Here I have my 7 grid, and then to divide it into 14, I'm just going to flip it over and finish up over here. And then we'll get folding. I know we did a lot of gridding today. Did an 18 grid, this is a 14 grid. We might do an 18 grid again, but I'm going to try to do it really fast. All right. Nice thing with 14 grid, this actually doesn't take very long. Once we have the 7s, right, it's just one set of divisions. And it's less than for 18. That's pretty fast. Alrighty, now we just have to go across the other direction. So we did it vertically. Now we have the horizontals on this side. And since I already folded in the middle, yeah, it's 3 folds per side to get our 14ths. So not so difficult at all. Now in the last stream, a lot of people were talking about the head empty just because this is the fake head empty. So if you are curious about that model, there will never be a tutorial for that. But I gave some tips on just what it looks like and how to approach it for the head and how it's similar to stuff like this and also the box head tutorial. So if you haven't folded the box head yet, go watch that tutorial because opening of the head is basically the same thing as for head empty. The fake head empty is not super similar, but at least the body and the collapsing is kind of the same. But I think most people have trouble understanding what to do for the head. But they really just have to test fold it. It's not terribly difficult. And I've shown it in the box head tutorial. And the crease pattern class provides all the knowledge you need to at least collapse it. But then again, the hardest part of head empty is shaping it. And yeah, that's just something that can't be taught in a tutorial because it's not something you can learn step by step. Something you have to practice over time. And that is why there will never be a head empty tutorial. But I think that's okay. Man, when I opened the link, I didn't understand it. It says Origami Darren. Yes, that's the name of the Discord. FT2, isn't there an issue at the bottom 7th grid crease pattern? Shouldn't the center diagonals for the zone? Oh, yeah, probably. I didn't check for flat foldability. I just drew it like really quickly. So yeah, that is true. I mean, there's no hinges even like, and these are all wrong. But I was just guessing. But actually, maybe everything else was right except those. And then obviously the missing hinges and the whole weirdness in the center. But that is true. Will I play Elden Ring DLC? I think so. I still need to finish up my current Elden Ring run. It's I did an intelligence build, which is really, I know it's like the cheese way to do it For the DLC, I'll probably do a different build with a normal weapon, but it looked so interesting, all the different spells, and I've played some Dark Souls in the past. I wasn't really concerned about trying to make it difficult and beating it for real. I was like, oh, these spells are really cool. Let me try it out. But yeah, I think I'll play. I'll think I'll play it. At least I'll definitely buy the game. The main thing is, will I have time to play it? But potentially, Elden Ring DLC will have some inspiration for origami. The only thing that I'm normally hesitant on Elden Ring type designs is that they're so stylistic and artistic that it works because of how detailed they are. But if I were to simplify it and translate it to origami, it's really hard for a regular person, whether they've played Elden Ring or not. It's really hard for them to tell what it actually is unless I explicitly tell them. And that's not always what I want in an origami design. So yeah, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, I understand crease patterns better than I thought. Yeah. Good job, FT2. You were on the dot with that one. Your intuition for crease patterns is correct. Okay, so for pre-creasing, if you guys took a screenshot, I don't think I have to explain this. I'm pre-creasing right now based on the crease pattern that was on screen earlier. But if you don't know how to pre-crease this, watch the crease pattern class or watch like the last stream. That last stream I actually explained how like each pre-crease step, or at least not really explain how to do it, but just to do it, and oftentimes that's enough. That's basically pre-creasing. It's more of just like an experience thing of have you done it before or not. But once you do it a few times, it's like super easy. Now for pre-creasing, I will say this middle area, this guy, like you don't have to pre-crease any of this. You just have to pre-crease this section and then the arms and the head. Because all the middle stuff we'll do later, and it will happen after it's collapsed. Okay, so here we drop down 4, and then it's 2 unit arm, but it's going to become a 3 unit arm. 2, 4. Or at least I think it's going to become a 3 unit arm. We're going to see if my guess was correct, or if I did not think of it correctly. All right, so we got just 1/4 of the pre-creasing left to do. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, less pre-creasing in this one as well, which I'm always a fan of. This would be very easy to teach. I could even teach it in the method where we fold the entire paper in half, like this, and just pre-crease like through the layers. That's not very desirable, I don't think. So people don't really like to do that, but it could be taught like that and potentially even collapsed in this manner too. But I always find it easier to collapse by just folding it into a stick and going from there. So that's what we're going to do today. Finish my head empty. Nice. I guess I missed that, but nice. That's good stuff. Dex, how are you doing? Did you collapse the crease pattern, or are you like the whole thing? Dank Gorod asks, when will OBB competition 8 happen? Because this time of year is when people get summer holidays. Yeah, that's true. I do not have one planned because I have a lot of other plans that I want to do besides hosting the competition. So competition is on a little bit of a break. I will slowly build up potential designs that I think will do well as competition designs, but I'm giving it a small break just so I can provide other content for y'all and kind of get into different spaces. So if you watched my last video, my last long form video where I did a collab, I do have a goal of just introducing complex origami outside of the origami community, just so there's more eyes on it. And I think one of the easiest ways to do that is with other content creators. So I'm gonna be focusing a lot on that. And I think it's still entertaining for all of you because that video, despite it being catered towards non folders, still contained a good amount of knowledge, I think, for folders about how I design and how you can potentially design. And um, I think with that formula of a video, it's a pretty easy like thing to replicate and then thing to share with and become React content for non origami folders. And I even have a lot of notes from the last video on how to improve that to make it even more entertaining while still keeping like high quality information for all of you who are origami folders and want to actually learn like design stuff. So yeah, that's the current goal. I have some things planned that I can't really talk about yet because I haven't done anything, but I just have to execute on these ideas over the next week or two. See if I can get some collaboration set up. And then that's like the game plan for the rest of the summer besides the origami convention stuff. So I've done a lot of preparation for the origami convention already. I've mentioned that in some previous streams. And then I think this project will be the last big, or maybe it won't be. I think there maybe be one bigger model before then. And then there'll be a lot happening at the convention and like slightly afterwards as well. But yeah, lots to look forward to. And that way I can keep a constant flow of origami stuff for you guys to watch. A lot of times when I have to do stuff like a OBB competition, I have to put a pause on a lot of other projects, and then you don't see a video for like 3 months. You know what I mean? So that's not very good for both my YouTube channel and also for everyone here in learning stuff. But I do like the OBB competition. Yeah, collab with anime YouTubers, game YouTubers are really easy. Like anything that kind of is either like a fantasy thing, like with some of the knights I design. There's a lot of like Elden Ring, right? That's fantasy, medieval kind of stuff. Honkai Star Rail is like an anime space kind of thing. There's a lot of fun things that I want to fold in design that would pair well with what those streamers and content creators are doing. So that keeps it easy because I am still following my rule of I will only fold what I want to fold. That way I don't burn out. So yeah, it's still following that rule. And I've been careful. I think I could learn collaborations where I have to fold something I don't want to fold, but I'm very cautious of doing that. I'm like pre-planning stuff to make sure I do want to fold it. But yeah, it's hard because I want to do everything, but everything might not be according to what I, actually want to do. And I don't have the time for everything either, unfortunately. I have tons of side projects at the same time, like for other hobbies and like my job. I don't know if you can see this. I built a Raspberry Pi computer right here just for fun to set up as a web server. Now this is like a side project for me in tech side, but also I might be able to use it to make my website more interactive, where people can leave me questions and have like host a blog based on that web server and link it to my existing website. But yeah, so small other projects like that, like those are fun, but I gotta make sure I don't overload myself with things to do. Bodo, finish my head empty Bodo version. Nice. Dex, restarting with foil as Kami won't hold a crease. True. Sorry, I like ranted for a while and missed all your chat messages. Um, Grid done for Nara. Nice, nice, nice. Complex origami models asks, was that true that you'll never teach your dragon again? Yes, that is true. I will never teach that one again. Photo, unless the designer takes a year to make the diagrams. That could also happen. You know, diagrams is hard. Like, you know, I think it would be very hard to beat the Bodo horse in terms of the competition that it offered and the diagrams that were offered for the competition. Like, Bodo's design is crazy good. The fact that it's even diagrammed is really, really rare. And then the like participation of a paid origami competition like that was unheard of. Like, I don't know if it's ever been done at that scale for a paid competition. Like that was crazy. I wish I had the time to do all that, but Complex Origami Models asks, how do I post models in Discord? I are you 13 yet? I think you told me your age before, and I don't know if you're age 13 yet, so I'm not sure if you can join. But if you look around the rules a little bit, it should be pretty easy to find the Your Folds channel where you can post your folds. But yeah, it'll just be. Oh, you're 15. Okay, okay. Sorry, I have to be very careful with the age stuff just because we don't want to break terms of service, and it's not fun when people get banned. So yeah, you just go to here and you upload your photo. Oh, why can't you see that? Hold on, it's stretched too far. Okay, there you go. Here, upload file, and just post your photo. Okay, so we have collapsed this. And what I'm going to do is pre-crease like the neck areas, which is basically just rabbit ears. One thing I do notice is that it's a lot thinner than the 18 grid, which is obviously to be expected, but just trying to take mental notes for the people who would be taking my class at the Origami USA convention and some of their preferences. And I know things being thick often scares them. Some people just aren't as careful with folding as I am. So when things get thick, they might be more prone to ripping. In this one, this is feeling pretty solid in terms of it's not thick at all compared to the other one. Okay, so we have that done, and then we need to do it on here with making basically a spine with these rabbit ears. And it's a 1 unit body, which is very short, but it's supposed to be like that. We've basically shortened all proportions except for the head for this version of the fake head empty. Okay, so now that that's done, oh, we also don't have that crazy like singular flap for the torso like this. So this step becomes a lot easier when swiveling out the arms. We just have to make sure the layers in the back don't get trapped. So we just pull these open and just leave the center one. And it's a single diamond move. And I need to fix the crease pattern because I was overthinking it. And then it closes up on itself like this, which in turn forms our neck over there. Which then lets us fold our face down like that. And then this extra tab right here, I want to fold it at the grid mark and try to thread that into the body rabbit ear right here. And that will be our sort of lock mechanism. Like that. Squeeze it like this. I think so. Normally, people at the origami convention, they also like locks. So if this turns into a decent enough lock, it's not that great of a lock, but the fact that it has a lock, it's kind of fun. Okay, so we have that. The other thing I want to do, and this will help differentiate the body, is we're gonna fold this flap in half. So this part of the torso, which we actually also did in the other one. We're just going to fold this in half or around a halfway mark. And that gives us perceived longer legs as well. Then we have this. Wow, I think this is looking pretty good. I know Dex is working on the 18 grid version, but this one's pretty cute. And I think the proportions are long enough that they'll be like the arms make sense even though they're small. So I'm going to fold a foot in here just by folding it up a little bit. It might even be able to stand on its own. So I'm going to give it a little bit more in the back of the foot than I would normally would. Just to try to see if I can get it to stand. And then I don't like the triangle foot, so I'm going to still mount and fold that. So it'll shorten a little bit, but maybe give some stability. And we can shape out the legs a little bit later, like in terms of roundness, but just on its own, let's see if we can get it to stand. This is the nice thing with foil, is it'll stay put. Okay, tiny little crimps at the corner of the ankles. There we go. It's standing on its own. Look at that. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, complex origami models sent their dragon, from what I could see, in your folds. Is this your design or is this someone else's design? But you should generally what people do, complex origami models, is they put the title of the fold and then the designer as well. Unless it's really obvious, but if you want me to see it really quick, let's have a quick look. So it's this one right here. A little video with some oh, this is the wyvern. This is my design. Okay, this is from last stream. Yo, nice, nice. Yeah, you figured it out. This is good. This is really good. You got the little snout, the horn, little eye detail. Really nice. You can post multiple photos. You don't have to do it as a video next time. That way we can all see it. Good job on the talons. Aggressive stance. And then you figured out the tail and stuff. Very nice. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, it'll just help people see it a little bit easier. FT2 missed something on the 14 grid body. Yeah, you just have to do the reverse folds. Or sorry, not the reverse folds. Do rabbit ear folds that make up the spine. It's it's the same sequence as the 18 grid one, but it turns into a 1 unit body instead of a 2 unit body, and it doesn't have the top chest flap. which actually makes it easier to collapse. Bodo said, check DMs. Oh my, Bodo. 16 grid Bodo version. You want me to show this on stream too, Bodo? That is something. This is a certified Bodo moment. This model's torso is crazy good, but I do not know if it's versatile as the 16 grid human. You use that as a base for most of your humans. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this isn't the point of it. This one's just supposed to be easy so I can teach it. But yeah, I agree. The 16 grid is more versatile. Even the 18 grid is more versatile, especially for shaping. I'll explain why in a second. And let me show Bodo's head empty. It actually has like the box head from 16 grid, some natural color change, which is always fun. You got all the limbs, you even got pants, right? Pants, shirt, and sleeves. And this is the crease pattern, which is wonderful. So the head is is it in the center, Bodo? Is that what this is? This is the head, right? And then one of the sides is for some of the clothes and the like this is the arm and this is like the color change sleeves here. And these become the legs and the pants. So it's like a grafted um what is this? A blend spurred base. You know, actually doesn't the Shukikado Simple Dragon almost look like the same structure or something like that too? Wow, we have the scam bot again following me on Twitch. This is the third time they followed, probably a different account. Let me ban them again. I need to add more mod tools on Twitch. That's the one thing about Twitch. Too many scams. Let's report them for username. Just to report their username. I think that's evidence enough for a scam and bots. And they're trying to sell scam bots. There you go. Yeah. There's trying to sell bots during stream. Submit report. Block this user. Cool. All right. They are gone. Bro bodified the model. Very true. Yeah, this is certified Bodo moment. All right. Well, I hope this you guys enjoy like seeing this. So this is like options you can do with the 16 grid, right? Low grids are always fun. I'm still in the Discord chat. That's funny. Let's go back to Origami Dan. And then go back to here with this guy. So the one thing I didn't do on this guy was the hands. So what we did on the other one is instead of making fingers normally, we actually split the other direction to get use of the color change like this. And yeah, I think we can just do the same thing for this one as well. And then from here, like just make the thumb the same way. And I don't want to be shaping this down too much because I like how boxy it is and like simple looking it is. And I think that will make for an attractive convention class that people will want to take. Maybe we can give a little bit of roundness. And Soren actually used that flap differently and manipulated some other layers. So let me show this. This is pretty cool. This is the 14 grid of the fake head empty with like a lot of color change, some, a contoured body, and then yeah, using some of the flaps differently to kind of do the same thing. So that's really cool, Soren. I love this variation that you did. It's really cool. I like the shoes you did too. This is awesome. Very fun design. I am glad. Yeah, I think this version will be very fun. Besides the 7 grid, which honestly isn't too bad still, but I am pretty confident that this will be what I teach. At least one of the things I teach at the Origami USA convention. So I'll fold like a nicer one maybe. That's not gold foil, but still has the color change, and submit that for my class. Registration for Origami USA convention, does it open today or does it open Monday? It opens very soon. Um, so for everyone who is planning to come to New York, be sure to look out for an email from Origami USA for the New York convention. That way you can register and make sure everyone's good to go. Get your travel plans, sorted, all that fun stuff. And then from there, all you got to do is look forward to coming to the convention. The 28th. Thank you, Dex. So that's Monday, I think, or Tuesday. Tuesday, that's right. See to Herm, they call me an airhead. um, uh, oh, Dank was talking about the 18 model. Yes, so let me explain what the 18 grid model is for and why I'm using it instead of the 16 grid model for this project. And I think it'll make sense. And I'll grab examples from both because the idea for the project actually started from the 16 grid version that I taught in that tutorial. Which, by the way, that tutorial has become one of my most popular tutorials. It's pretty funny because it's one of the simpler ones, but I think it's a good design. It's not necessarily my design, but I think the way I use it is, or could be considered, my version. Or at least I posted it on YouTube first in that way. I don't know. But the 18 grid is definitely my design. And same with this 14 grid. So it'll just make it a bit more personable. And I will show you the difference between why I'm using the 18 grid version versus the 16 grid version. There's one structural, main structural reason that gives the 18 grid version a big advantage. Audience generally like simple, convention stuff. Love simple models. The Volan just subbed. Yo, shout out to the Volan. Thank you. Tier 1 for 13 months. So you've been subbed for 13 months. Shout out to the Volan. Thank you for the Volan. If you have a Discord, I need to get a bot that automatically adds people from Twitch subs to the Discord, but Twitch subs count as like the YouTube memberships. So send me a message if you want to join the members Discord, because you definitely get to be there. And I'm sorry you haven't been added earlier. But shout out to the Volan. Thank you so much. All right. Let me grab the 16 grid version so I can explain. I like, okay, Streamlabs working well for the alerts. I like that I can see it because I don't like missing alerts when people are so kind and supporting the channel. So, greetings from Pakistan. Love your models. Yo, awesome. Welcome, Pakistan. Thank you for watching. We just finished folding this guy, which is the new design. But yeah, we can kind of see all the folds from today's stream. Oh, the big one wasn't from today, but the two small ones were. And I'll be right back, and I'm gonna grab the other one. Okay, so here is the 16 grid. Oh, I'm gonna have to get water soon. My throat's starting to end. Okay, so here's a 16 grid, 16 grid human, the one from the thumbnail in the tutorial. And this one is doing a kick, roundhouse kick. And that started the idea of this next project. Now you're right, Dankarad. It's super, super versatile. Like you can go from this pose to then a laying down pose like this. And that's because the limbs are very long, and it kind of allows for that. Now, the one advantage that I like in the shaping of this one is the weakness of this model, which is in the torso area, where we do have this structure that allows us to kind of change the direction the hips are facing versus the chest is facing. But it's not quite enough. So with the 18 grid, because we've changed it into this spine structure, we now have very separated hips from shoulders, and they can move separately and not get twisted into each other because they're made of two separate flaps. All that twists is this thin spine in the back, and that is very crucial for what I'm trying to do with this model, which is to make a sequence of some of the flips that I do, but with like 6 or 7 folded versions. So they'll be, each one will be shaped in the different steps, broken down into how I do the flip. So I showed on stream an example. I think it was this. So right, that's me doing, this is actually a flip off one foot with a twist in the middle. And so for example, like I'm doing a different setup here, but I think the flip I will model for the actual project, I might not do the twist. I might just do like a backflip off of one foot while swinging. But you can see in this position, let me turn the brightness up. In order to do this correctly, I'm swinging one way, but my hips are starting to turn and my shoulders are turning even more as a twist. So if I were to show this like this, let's get the stream schedule out of the way. Right. So what I want to be able to do is if my hips are faced this way, the actual technique for that move requires me to turn my shoulders and spot like 90 degrees different to how my leg is swinging. So there's a disconnect between the way my hips are facing versus where the direction my chest is, right? This scam account followed again on Twitch. Baron Evader. Oh goodness. How did they ban evade? Okay, I think it caught them. Sorry, people watching on Twitch. This is brutal. So it's number 25. So I think they're just, the bot is like continuously making more and counting up. Hopefully Twitch has handled it. It's interrupting the stream. Okay. All right. So I hope that kind of makes sense on like how that works. And then if you see this one, right? This is the one that started. So we have the leg swing. we can actually use this part as hips to have the hips open. So we have the hip mobility. And then we also have the torso, upper torso mobility with this spine design to replicate that move. One issue might be with the arms, but I think the arms are long enough if I just shape them down a little bit. And then the other thing I like is actually, I love this square face. I think like de-personifying the face for this series will just make it, it'll just make it work a little more than using like, I mean, this is still kind of depersonified, but there's some sort of contrast I like of having such a geometric head that kind of follows the style of origami designs I've been doing for a while, like head empty, like the fake head empty, like the box head. And so that's how I'm adding like voice into it. It's more of a voice character type thing. Hopefully that makes sense. On why I'm choosing to use the 18 grid version. But yeah, you're totally right. The 16 grid version is super, super versatile. I'm not forgetting that design at all. That structure is pretty nice still. But the other thing is this 18 grid version has led to some extra fun with this 14 grid version. Bot loves origami, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Nail cure, manicure. Hello, hello. Will you do head empty, the real one? No, that one won't get a tutorial. But I have crease pattern classes that'll teach you how to collapse the head empty. And I've provided the crease pattern on my website. So you can follow those tutorials and practice. And then it'll at least show you how to collapse the crease pattern. And then the box head tutorial will show you how to fold the head. But then it's kind of up to you to learn how to shape it, because that's not something that can be taught in the tutorial. It's not something that's like a step-by-step process. That's why the tutorial's not possible. It's something that's like learned over time with practice. But there have been, many people who have folded the head empty tutorial from following my crease pattern classes and then learning the shape and interpret on their own. And yeah, so it's open, but there will not be a tutorial. Ching asks, when will be the next stream? Will these streams be kept available? Yes. Hello. Impartial effort. Thanks for joining in. Yes, this stream and also the one that was just before this, they are saved. The one that wasn't saved was last week's with the wyvern. That was a special case. And that's because I was doing it for the diagrams, which were featured here. And it's going to become one of these. So that's why I'm never teaching again, and why the video was not made available for recording, obviously, because I want some return on these. And I know it's hard to be patient, but with them together as a collection, it'll make more sense than just, releasing it right off the bat. So hopefully that makes sense why last stream was not saved, but this stream will be saved, and most of the streams in the future will also be saved. So yeah, we'll have a lot to fold. Don't worry at all. Complex origamis. Why does the smaller one look like a Lego? Wait, you're kind of right. It does look like a Lego, a Lego figurine. Hold on, let me grab a Lego figurine really quick and show. All right, here's like a Lego figurine. Here, it's got a helmet. Let's take the helmet off. I see it. I see it. That's pretty funny. Hey, someone pronounced my name correctly. Spot. At least I made that stream. Yes, that's true. If you made that stream, you were special because no one else will be able to see it. Just you in that time. So hopefully you took a screenshot though of the crease pattern. But if not, it's okay because the instructions will come out, and those instructions will look really nice. So you just gotta wait. Boys, check DMs. Let me see. Oh, okay. Dex, can I show this on screen as well? DMs is direct messages. Go ahead. Cool. It leaks our DMs a little bit, but I'll try not to show too much. We're going to switch over to screen share. This is what Dex folded. So it's sitting down actually. That's a variation I haven't thought of. That's really nice. And there's some more details with the torso. Kind of getting some more shapes and some volume into it. And Dex really shaped out like the shoulders and the arms, trying to get it into a pose, which is following advice I gave from that human figure tutorial. So nice. Dex is proving that this design can also be made versatile for other types of shaping. Thanks, Dex, for folding. How was the foil compared to the kami? You did that really quickly. You basically folded two. And that's also the 18 grid version again. That's cool. Yes, I did, even though it will be a long time before I get to something. Yeah, that's totally fine. You know, maybe it takes so long that the instructions come out beforehand, and then you have both options, the crease pattern and the instructions to follow. Okay, so I think we have a success with the small one. This is really cute. I think for the final, I do like kind of what Soren did. I'm not gonna add as many curves. I'm still gonna keep it a little bit boxy, but I will thin out the torso just a little bit, to make it a little bit less Lego figurey. And I think with that kind of volume, it'll add the air of a more completed model. So right now it just looks super blocky, like the Lego figurine. It's super grid like, which, I mean, obviously it's okay that it's grid like because it's got a grid for a face. But I think just a little bit like that will add enough. And I think it can still stand if I adjust it a little bit with the foil. Oh, now it's leaning too far forward. There you go. It still stands. Perfect. So we can move on to what was originally going to be the main content, which is shaping. So we kind of skipped ahead. The third detailed shaping analysis. We're not going to do that, I don't think. I think this replaced that segment of the stream. But we will try to fold the 18 grid version again with a non-color change paper. It's a little bit different. And then start wet shaping this into having some more detail. And actually, since I just touched the blue kami, it kind of got on my fingers a little bit. Yo, we have another subscriber. Oh, snap. I am unable to pronounce your name. I am so sorry, but I will try. Thanks for the sub from it's not updating on Twitch. Please update. Was that a Twitch notification or was that a YouTube subscribe? That was a YouTube subscribe. Okay, Linksgrin. I'll start there. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that, but thank you for the subscription. Very nice, very nice. Thanks for joining the stream as well. So I am going to be right back, and I'm going to wash my hands so I don't get extra colors on this piece of Wenjo. And I'm also going to grab some water so that I can talk. So check this out. got a be right back screen. There, where has I've always had this and I totally forgot that I had it. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. All right, we're back. Yo. Okay, did I miss? Okay, Shangnara asked for a pose of the 18 grid one. Low key, if you want to try folding like this pose, that'd be. Oh snap! Wait, 4K Monkey just dropped a really cool pose. Maybe you can try it too, Shangnara. Look at this. We're fully utilizing the ability to turn the torso like a full sprint, dead on sprint. That's really cool. I really like that. What happened? You still there? Oh, wasn't paying attention. That's all good, Bodo. Bodo made his own version. Yes. Nice. All right. That was pretty close guess. We're gonna go back to here. Got the chat going. I've got the paint off my hands. And this guy, we'll just keep him in the corner to remind us he's there. And we shall fold. So, okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna kind of lock in here and try to fold this grid quickly. Now, this is like a serious fold, so I do want to be precise. Otherwise, I would totally just fold thirds through each other for this grid, but because I want this to at least be like the first version of my final project, I will be a little bit more careful. But it's okay. I should still be able to go at a decent speed, but if I do start folding slower, it gives me opportunity to respond to chat. So yeah, if you guys have questions, all right, I won't really be walking through how to fold this again because that video is already up on my channel from the last live stream. But feel free to ask questions and I'll be able to get to them because I can look at the chat much more carefully than before. Devolan says shaping that pose is going to be interesting. That is very true. And that was in reference to my flip, I believe. Fizzy0707 says hello. And Fizzy is a OBB member. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream. I think there's some emotes you can use that are members only, so feel free to use them. But yeah, shout out to you for supporting the channel. I think you've been enjoying the Discord channel, hopefully, with some of those premium crease patterns that are not available to the public. And Partial Efforts says, is there a crease pattern? I'd love to fold it right now, but oh yes. So why don't you take a quick screenshot of the crease pattern? And then I will still continue folding. And it is here. So take a picture of both. This will be the 14 grid. Okay, actually, let me fix the 14 grid version. So we don't need these things. It's just this one in the middle. And it's like this. And these mountain valleys are probably not correct. But it's like something along the lines of that. Now you don't need to pre-crease that middle section. And then let's actually just get rid of this and have this. And that's your 7th reference. There you go. So have a screenshot of that while I'm folding so that when you are ready, you can do that too. Later on, I'll have these crease patterns available on my website. It's just like I literally designed that 14 grid one 4 hours ago or 5 hours ago now. So I haven't had time to upload it. It's totally not an excuse for me being lazy in the 4 hours I had between that time. Yeah, but it'll be there eventually. Maybe not tomorrow. Actually, I need to rework my website quite a lot. I used to have a lot of like embedded links from my paper blog, but Amazon changed how all their embed links work. Or actually, they removed them. So like my website looks broken now, which is really unfortunate. So I need to fix that pretty soon. Okay, so we folded thirds. Now we're gonna do a ninth, which is basically just taking a third. I don't know why I folded all the thirds. I didn't really need to do that, but we are basically going to do. I should do this on the one that already has the diagonal. Basically a third and a third. We're going to crease this a little bit sharper. Actually, we can crease like this whole thing because it's going to become our leg pre-crease. Let me flip back on over so you can see what I'm folding. We're doing our ninth now, which we've gotten from this to here. And we can just fold like this. Just like that. Boy, Decay Echo made a nice rendition. Okay, let me see. Oh, that is really nice. Let's go back to Discord. Thank you for letting me know. Boom. Decay Echo took again. Y'all are just proven that this is more versatile than I had thought. Took this pose from the 16 grid version and made it with the 18 grid fake head empty. Very nice. I like that. That's really cool. So yeah, while I'm doing this and you are all working on yours, like come up with some creative poses. If you need some reminder, let me grab as many of the poses I've done as possible so you guys can see. So I think even like alone can be a good reference. Let's try to support. Uh-oh. Alone. Okay, I can't find the others right now quickly, but I used a lot where they're leaning against a box. So you can fold like a little box as support and try to use it as a prop for even more poses. So all these, I guess, are like with a prop. So one standing against a wall, ideally. This is technically supposed to be taller, so you can imagine like leaned against a wall, like that. You can imagine leaning against a shorter thing like this. And then alone is just sitting on a box on an edge. Have fun with that. A lot of options for poses. You can get creative. And as you complete them, put them into Discord and I will be watching. Well, I might not be watching, but maybe someone in chat will be watching and then will tell me and then we will watch it all together. Will you do the scorpion tutorial? Are you talking about this scorpion? the hex pleated scorpion designed by me. Is that the scorpion you're talking about? Boyce, do you mind posting the... Oh, yeah, let me just screenshot that and put in the member Discord. Sure. Let me make sure I'm not leaking the member Discord. Okay. There you go. And then did Fullen send me any messages about the Discord? That's my reel. Yo, Volan, if you're still here on Twitch, maybe you sent me a whisper on Twitch. Hold on, let me check real quick. No, I didn't get any messages. Volan, if you have Instagram or Discord or anything, just try to send me a whisper even on Twitch or something, and I'll get that link to you. For the member Discord. Yeah, actually, maybe I can just do it on Twitch. Really quickly. And I am not leaking it. Okay, good. Can I whisper? Volan, whisper. Boom. Go back to Origami Dance. We're safe. And then go back to this. And then go back to Streamlabs. Boom. Want to fold it, but I'm in a car. Oh, yeah. Car is tough. And Nail Cure is talking about the Hexpleed Scorpion. Okay, and this is actually something we can discuss in stream. You know, there's not everyone here yet, so this is still up for decision, as I want decision to be made by as many of the YouTube community as possible that's following me. Is what tutorial am I gonna make for you all when I hit 20,000 subscribers? So there's gonna be some options, and I'll let everyone vote on it for like a week or something like that. So right now the option is this one. 24 grid sword and shield. Another option, thanks to Nail Cure Manicure, is Hexplete Scorpion. And then third option, I think someone requested something. I can't remember what it is. I think I was thinking of a third option already. And if not, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll be like Cliffhanger or Rooted. But do I want to do tutorial? Maybe not. We'll think of a third one to do as a tutorial. But yeah, so we are keep saying we. My channel is approaching 20,000 subscribers relatively quickly. So it's sooner than I expected, which it'll be fun. So even if we hit it before the origami convention, I won't have enough time to start until after the origami convention, but I'll at least try to run like the poll so people know what's coming. And then I'll start prioritizing that as the thank you from me to all of you. I think those will be good options, even if it's just between the 24 grid sword and shield and the Hexplete Scorpion. Those are both very cool models. But I'm low-key biased towards the 24 grid swordsman. I think that one is one of my best designed humans in general. At least ones with like the medieval ones. I think Head Empty is my. Well, actually, I don't know. Head Empty's design is kind. Okay, the finished product is cool, but the design itself is a little scuffed on how the sleeves and stuff work. Yeah, no, maybe not. I don't know. But okay, maybe I won't compare. It's not fair to compare the 24 grid swordsman to Head Empty. But the 24 grid swordsman is very nice. It even has some advantages over like the DPA assassin in terms of like shaping and structure. Why is this art not popular in India? It's starting to become popular in India. So there are more and more people in India starting to fold. So keep on the lookout. You can probably search for some. Like there is a magazine called Kagazi that is the first origami magazine made from India. So you should definitely support them if you also live in India. The team is awesome, and they've been doing a lot of hard work to try to grow the community and provide resources by Indian origami folders. One of the past editions even had my gnome diagrams in there. I'm a big fan of what they're trying to do, and so you can find more as it grows in India. I think over the next few years we're going to see even more, which is super awesome. And then since you're watching this, I know you're already interested, so you even if you just keep folding origami on your own, but slowly search for community. You know that helps grow the community as you are part of it. And then hopefully you can meet up with some of those other members. I know India is very spread out, and it's not always easy to go between cities to try to meet each other and meet other origami folders. But the more effort that's given, I think the more chance it will have to happen. So hopefully that's exciting for you. I am from Maharashtra. I'm unfortunately not educated in all the locations of the different states or cities of India. I'm not too sure what part of India that is, but maybe some people in chat know. What is Insta? Insta is short for Instagram. I've just shortened it. I don't have Insta. That's okay. I do post most of my origami on Instagram. So, but that's fine. You can just go to my website. That works. Shangnara, yeah, exactly. Shangnara is an awesome origami designer and complex folder from India. Can confirm it's growing. Even maybe over the past few years, Shangnara, like you've probably seen the amount of names or even the amount of people from India, like even interacting here on this channel. Like it's grown. So it's cool to see. Scorpion would allow for something more unique. That's true, though. That's true. Hexplete tutorial. I think Brandon will like it if I'm adding to Hexplete knowledge on the internet. Also, I think Origami Scorpion does really well on YouTube search. So it would be decent for the channel too. So I'm not opposed to either one, but we shall leave it up to a vote, of course. I'm an artist from India. Nice. Gazi was also nice. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm going to pause my grid folding really quick. I have to blow my nose. I'll be right back. I am JP Origami. Awesome. Nice, nice. I think I've seen your username floating around before. Okay, we got to finish this grid. I'm going to speed up folding a little bit, but keep asking questions. I like this conversation we're having. This is all good stuff. And complex origami models, you just joined the Discord today, I believe, right? So I think you'll enjoy that, even if you don't have Instagram. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. Just, you know, be respectful of the rules. So make sure you read those rules. It'll help you out a lot to just understand how to use Discord. And be nice to people, of course. I think you'll have a good time. I think in terms of collective amounts of origami folders, that Discord still has the most amount of complex origami folders in the world in like one unified area together. Because there's a lot of advanced designers and folders there. It's pretty cool. Ahmed, yo, what's up? Good to see you as always. Thanks for hopping in the stream. Check out how cute this one is, right? Isn't that awesome? So that was the experiment for this stream that we created from last stream, was the 14 grid version. And yeah, it works. So to find the odds of general box pleat grid proportions, the arms are 2 units, but thanks to the structure, it acts as 3. But it's kind of cool. Dex asks, will I do a review of the Death Battle folds next week? I believe so, because I hope everyone submits by the deadline. So they'll all be there for me to review. And if they are there, I will definitely review it. And I should be streaming. Let me check the calendar. Yes, so I will stream next week. I will not stream the week after. I will be gone. I will not be able. I won't be at my home to stream. So, yeah, I think next week will be a good time to go over to Death Battle, and then we'll be on a little bit of a break until then. What job do I do? I am a cloud software development engineer for continuous integration and continuous development. So it's a really fancy way of just saying software engineering, but software engineering is just a really broad topic. So that's like the official job title, I think. But also a programmer. I do programming. But yeah. The date of the next stream will be, so for India, I think it will be the same. It depends what time. It'll either be May 31st or June 1st. So one of the two. I don't know if I'll do 2 streams again or if I'll just do one. And if I only do one, I don't know what time zone I'll do. I'll save that for planning next week. Okay, so we have done our grid. Now we can start pre-creasing. So I'm going to use this as one leg. I'm going to use this one as the other. And 2, 4, 6. then 3, I believe. You can actually go further. 2, 4, 6. All right, it is a lot faster to fold this when I'm not teaching it as well. Okay. That's precise enough, right? So that's the legs pre-creased. Now we pre-crease the arms, 2, 4, and arms are 4 units long. Then we have our 1 unit flap. And then our head flap. Just 4. And then 1. 1. Okay, so that was with folding. Let's see if I can actually do this faster by pinching these into place instead of folding it. That's normally not the method I use to pre-crease. But because the side up that we were doing actually lets me pre-crease as valley folds, not mountain folds, it's kind of okay to do there. But I think this is still a little bit faster. Just pinching it in place. And that's just because I'm used to it. And I don't have to quite flip the paper over as much to line up the creases. Shangnora, I tried to send you the picture of fold on Discord, but it failed for some reason. Oh, that's strange. Let's see. Let's see if I got it. Yeah, I didn't get it. Sometimes Discord like bans the images for some reason. Maybe try screenshotting the picture that you try to send and then try sending the screenshot of the picture instead, and it can get past Discord's like weird stuff. The thumbnail of the big empty head, you look like a lawyer. That's true. It was a very interesting picture that I got taken while I was teaching. I look super serious there. Like I'm talking in front of people and giving a dissertation as well, right? Okay, so that's the pre-creasing. Fold it into a stick. I always wanted to fold the alien xenomorph, but why is there no video about its tutorial? Who's xenomorph? Can't send messages to this user? All right, if I try sending a message to you, will this work? Is there a world I accidentally blocked you? I don't think so. Yo. Nope, I can send messages to you. Oh, what? I couldn't? Wait, we had... Here, let me add as friend. This is usually because you don't share a server or our friend. We share a server. All right. Let's see if that works, Shagnar. I just sent you a friend request. We have sent messages from 2020. There you go. That's how long we've known each other. 2020. Let's go. Yeah, see, let me know. Okay, there you go. Let's see, let's see if this works. Okay. Ah, there you go. Oh, let's go. Can I show this on stream? Do you mind? Done. Yeah, let me know if you're down for me to share it on the stream. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Let's take a look real quick. This is Shang Nara, who also figured out the way to do the closed like box head of head empty type thing. So you use some of the neck space in order to form the box. Um, that's nice. That's really cool, and we can see from the back, right, how it's opened up into the box. Nice, the creative way, and I like the angle because you can see like the corner exposed of the head, and it makes it look, is very similar to how the head empty two basically is, where it's holding its head. That's neat. I like that a lot. Also, night. I like the job on the knees here. It's really defined. It kind of makes it look like match the vibe of the whole model. That's pretty neat. Well done. Well done. Well done. Shout out to Shangnar, everyone. Look at this, 2020, and I didn't reply. My bad. But I think I replied like somewhere else because we've been talking for a while. Um, Oscar Gonzalez says hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. I am partway through folding my design, which is the 18 grid fake head empty spot. I have had a crazy glitches online. I'm supposed probably from severe weather. Oh yeah, weather affects internet occasionally and can mess things up. Where is this? I do this. I think I started collapsing this and then for some reason unclapsed it and put it back into the stick. And let me switch back over to this so you guys can see what I'm doing. And this paper is a very loud paper. That's because it's pretty crispy from the thick MC I used to treat it. Oscar Gonzalez asks, I'm designing the Blade of the Rune King from League of Legends. Some tips. Oh, nice. Or commonly known as Bork, right? Blade of the Rune King. Is that right? Let me get a reminder of what it looks like. Because honestly, I just know Bork by the icon. Oh, okay. So there is some more detail besides. Okay. Well, I think I would just start with like doing something like this. Right. So you can just have your grid and draw out like the estimate amount of like you can basically draw the sword. It has like this, and then this can start you on like how many flaps you need. Now there is like some more details on the inside of the blade, but those can happen after you have the basic structure. So if you need to add more details later on, to like maybe you want the gemstone in the middle can be its own flap, or for like a color change, or like the handle grip, you can have like some other flaps, like maybe one's here and one's here, and these wrap around the handle to make it more detailed, stuff like that. But for now, I just start with something like this, try to design this as a sword, see what structure works, and play around with that. Good question. Okay, I got one leg down. Let's do the other one. What ratio of MC to water did you use to treat the paper? Okay, I took. Let me grab it. Okay. I took a disposable cup like this, right? You can see some of the dried methyl cellulose from leftovers after I poured it out. And I have this spoon. So this is like regular spoon, regular cup. Okay. I scooped MC, put it in. I scooped another MC about the same size, put it in. And then I filled the water until like here. That way it wouldn't spill out when I stir it. And then I just stir. So what's the ratio? It's a regular cup, 2 spoonfuls. And it doesn't matter too much. It's just make sure to use enough so it's thick. And for me, that makes it thick. But I think what I recommend is try to use the same size of container every time you make methyl cellulose. So instead of having to measure, you just like get used to the same environment and the same amount each time. But have I ever measured a ratio for myself? No, I've never really measured a ratio for myself because I don't think it's that important. It's just like, is the actual consistency thick enough? Yes? No? Is it a little bit too thin? Ah, that's fine. Is it a little too thick? Ah, that's fine too. No. Okay. Dex sent the 14 grid one in DMs. Okay, so let me finish this up real quick, and then Complex Origami Models said posted their design. She posted in. This is your car crease pattern. Okay, so this is like your first time, but you can put that in the instructions and crease pattern channel. So I will just grab it for you. And ping you so you know where to put it. Your original designs is more so for the finished fold. Oops, that's wrong. But nice. It's okay. You didn't know, but for the future, and then you'll find other stuff here. There you go. But thanks for sharing that. That's pretty cool. And then once you have the finished fold of it, feel free to post that in your original designs channel. That'll be really nice. I have a little draft. Can I send it to you? If you DM it to me, I'll check it out. But I gotta kind of finish folding this. Stream is going on. I technically passed the end of my stream, but we're gonna go until we finish this because I can stay up late tonight. I'm already up late tonight, but I will try to finish this. Yeah, send it to me real quick. And Dex showed the 14 grid one, so let me switch over to that real quick. Boom. 14 grid one. And we got test one in the back from Kami of the 18. Nice, Dex. That was fast too. Oh, and you shaped this down. Nice. What paper did I use for the sword and shield? I just used double tissue. But I purchased the double tissue from Az, and he makes really good double tissue. So like double tissue I make is nowhere as clean as the ones that he makes. So that kind of helps. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll reply later with probably a better response than what I'll be able to do now. So if it can wait for later, that's all good. But if not, you can just send a message and I'll try to get back to you, whether it's this stream or later. But yeah, let me see if I can finish this. Keep asking questions though, guys. I'll try to stay focused and answer what I can. I know I get distracted so easily. But I think that's okay. Alrighty. Oh, and I didn't even switch back the scene. Okay, there you go. There you go. Here's our flap here. We're almost done collapsing the structure before we start shaping it out. That's kind of the fun part. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to wet folding today, actually. That might take a bit too much time, but I'll at least collapse this and kind of describe my vision. And then maybe I will explain a knee. And then that'll be, we'll see what time it is then. And then I'll share with you some plans. So after this, I actually have to edit. Oh, maybe, do I do that on stream? Maybe I'll do you guys want a sneak peek of the Instagram reel or the YouTube short video that I'm posting tomorrow? Maybe the people watching can get a sneak peek. Or just the behind the scenes of me editing. And then you can await. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the audio is the thing, because I've turned off that audio channel. Actually, you know, maybe I won't edit it on stream. It'll just be a surprise. But there is a YouTube Shorts / Instagram Reel / TikTok being posted tomorrow. And it's a little interactive. But by the way, this one went crazy. So if you don't follow me on Instagram or don't have Instagram, this video got 300K plus views. That's my record on Instagram. So thanks everyone for watching that. But that's really cool. A lot of people who watch this, I looked in the analytics, just like don't do origami. So they got to be exposed to origami, maybe complex origami for the first time. So honestly, with that video being like really informational about complex origami, I am so happy that it kind of got picked up by the algorithm versus like one of my more funny videos or something like that. Because they got to see like what origami could be. They got to see a legendary design, kind of the history behind a lot of complex origami with the Ryujin 3.5. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Shantanya asks, any future plans collaborating with non-origami YouTubers? Yes, very soon. I'm glad you asked. So for now, it's going to actually be a lot of live streamers. So if you, or which you might have seen from some of my previous videos, I do play Genshin Impact as well as Honkai Star Rail quite a lot. And then I had the collaboration with the Honkai Star Rail YouTuber / live streamer. And I mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, but I have a plan to collaborate with some more. And the concept is like that I'm going to be asking them for the collab is, hey, you know, I just did this video with this streamer. I'm doing kind of a series on I'll make your favorite character from this game that we both play. So there's like shared interest, and then it'll provide you some reaction content so they can make a video and entertain their live stream from it. And potentially also I can send it to them. And that'll be like an unboxing content. Now, some streamers might not feel comfortable with sharing like a shipping address, but I might go to TwitchCon and then we can do like an IRL unboxing or meetup of delivery of origami. So I'll have to see. I kind of had to flesh out the idea so that it works. I want it to be as easy on the people I'm collaborating with as possible, as well as being within my own bounds as well. So I'm not, overworking myself or promising something that I can't deliver well. But at least from those games, I already have some ideas of what I want to design from them. So that helps because I already have an idea of how to do it, and it keeps my interest high because it's something I'd actually want to fold. But now I just get some kickback bonus points for it because it gets to be featured to a larger audience than what I currently have. So that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, good question. That's kind of the plan. You guys get to know. And then even if I'm not like technically from these, I'm like losing money if I send the origami to them. But what I'm okay with that because basically it's like I'm investing into exposing non-origami people into seeing how cool origami can be. And that to me is worth it. It's being able to share origami, and it's not that much money that I'd be losing. So it's totally fine. Also, I am running out of space to store some origami. And if it gets seen in front of a large live stream, like that's more people than I'd personally be able to show it to, or that it's more than just like the once a year it would be displayed at an origami convention, which is only to a few hundred people. Instead, it can get seen by a few thousand. So yeah, in terms of that, that's like a good deal for me. But yeah. Okay, so here we are. We've collapsed this. Should I show a new? What time is it? 4. Oof. Okay. Shaynar, boys, I challenge you to design a complex origami without any software or without using external sources. Just you, your paper, and your imagination. I like that idea, Shaynar. Let's make that a live stream idea. And I'll try to plan one of the future live streams where I do that. Now, I'm cheating a little bit because I know that stream idea from. So the thing about box plating, right, is I know I use this to draw my ideas quite a bit. But what you might not know is I can do a lot of this in my head. It's just I put it in the software to show people. So I am very willing to accept that challenge and give it my best. So I have high confidence in my abilities. Ooh, nuclear origami drama. No, I'm just kidding. Shagnara and me are awesome. But no, that's such a great idea. I think that's cool to know, and that's a great title of a challenge. Like, I think people still have a lot of misinformation about like what this software is, and because they've probably seen like the Robert Lang TED Talk, and at a glance might think, oh, the software generates the design for you, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. But like, to just do it as the others have done it before me with nothing but paper sounds like a good plan. I like that. Okay, so I put it in the member Discord, and we shall remember that. I'm gonna pin it to that channel so I don't forget. And one of the future streams this summer will be that. So next stream I am going to review the death battle. I don't know if we're gonna be folding anything yet, but we might be working on this just because origami convention's coming up. But yeah, we'll do that for sure. For sure. I've never used any software. Exactly. Yeah, who needs software, right? Um, Actually, back in the day, my first designs, I didn't use software either. I just drew as well. So like the Samurai version 1 all the way up to I think even version 3 I didn't use any software, which led to a lot of mistakes in the design that I didn't understand until I used the software. But now I've have the combined knowledge of both. So it'd be interesting to see how well I do from there. Um, I believe with all his experience, he could quite easily accomplish it. We'll see. We'll have to see. We don't know until I do it, right? We don't know until I do it. I what if I absolutely fail and then it's like origami by voice exposed, you know? Nah, I'm just kidding. No, it'll be really fun, and I think for all of you, it'll be entertaining to see that. So that is something where I want to convert the live stream into an edited YouTube video as well. So yeah, Shangnara, I might hit you up later for like we'll make it spicy, you know. We'll have some um because I want to like record clips of like you explaining the challenge and stuff. I'll keep it in mind, and yeah, I'll hit you up later for that. We can make a cool video. uh, Trial and error and stuff. Yeah, yeah. We'll show the process and edit it down. So it might even be longer than one live stream. So one live stream could be like designing it, and then well, I guess since I'm not using software, we could just fold it if I have the paper ready. But yeah, I'll think a bit more on it, and I'll let you know. Okay, so from here, I think I'm gonna end it here. If I start doing the knee, I think I'm gonna spend like another half hour just on the knee itself. What I wanted to show, which is something I mentioned yesterday or last stream, was just kind of how this knee works. And this is a knee technique similar to what Obelisk uses, except I think I did it worse. I think Obelisk does it better than I do. Um, but essentially, what I'm doing is I'm using the existing grid line or something I pinched where it denotes the top of the knee. And then I'm doing some 3D crimps alongside that to start to get the shape of the thigh with the knee on top. And with that 3D crimp, I'm then doing like a curved crimp fold underneath just in the middle to get a slight indentation of the knee sitting on top of the shin bone area. And then from the shin bone, there's already some other 3D crimps going on, and it makes this like effect where it kind of looks like the kneecap is there, and it kind of aligns where the knee might be. And I think it's a useful like visual thing to denote where a knee should be. Now I still have to practice it a lot. So this whole design actually started because I wanted to practice folding knees. Um, in fact, I was doodling one day and just only folded that knee. And I was like, okay, I want to try to fold it on a design. Let me throw something quickly together that's a little bit different than the 16 grid human. So I went to 18 grid, and then it became this. That's the whole story of how this happened. But the whole reason was because of knees, because I need to get better at knees. I'm not very good at them, but I think I've already made some improvement with just doing this, and I got a cool design out of it that I can use for a project I've been thinking about for a long time. This project actually was originally inspired by Mayu. He gave me the idea at first. And look, now we have a model to teach at Origami Say Convention. We're making that project idea from Mayu happen in real life. And I'm practicing folding knees. Let's go. Shangnara, well, we can do it together. Yes, yes. Okay, Shangnara, I will hit you up later. We can do different video stuff together. We can do the challenge together. We'll set that up for sure. But with all of that, I think that concludes this stream. I'm going to call it a day. This 4:30 a.m. Thank you everyone so much for watching. This is a lot of fun. I streamed like 5 hours today. That's pretty good, I gotta say. We're practicing, it's getting easier. So look forward to more streams in the future. Look forward to the YouTube short that comes out tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I mean, probably in 8 hours, 7 hours when I wake up. Probably 8 hours because I need to spend another hour editing, and then I'll sleep for like 6 hours. Um, and then I'll post it. But yes, thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And go do all that YouTubey stuff. Like if you have questions, drop a comment in the comments, and then drop a like if you enjoyed what you saw. And if you think the OBB membership sounds good for you, there's some really awesome OBB members in the chat. Go ahead and join that, and you'll be supporting the channel and future content. And it sounds like my voice is running out. So we have a transition to the ending screen. Oh, we have an ending screen. Okay. Thank you everyone so much. I will see you soon in the next video or next week or tomorrow. Bye bye.